Hi, my name is Isabella, and I'm a rising junior at Homestead High School. And for my final project, the solar tracker, it is basically able to track light, temperature, humidity, and the voltage onto the LCD display module, as well as charge power devices on the smartphone charging port. And the solar panel will move to where there's the most light tracked. And here's a quick demo. And as you can see, the solar panel will move to currently upwards, which is where there's the most light in this room from the ceiling. And yeah, for my final milestone, I was able to include one of my modifications as well as further fix the servo mount. And by adding a 3D printed servo mount, I was able to make the movement more smooth, and it reduces the shakiness as well as just helping it operate better. And I was also able to change the math behind the angle of the solar panel, and this helped make it more accurate because now the vertical angle is based off of also just the information of the horizontal angle. And my modification was basically just implementing a voltage sensor, which is basically just the input voltage of my batteries that I'm using for the charging port. And I chose this because I thought that it would give useful information for the user that they might want. And also it just relates to the solar panel as well as my charging port. And the voltage is displayed on the display screen at the front of the solar tracker where all of my other information is displayed, like the light and temperature and humidity. But because the screen is so small, I have to switch between the voltage and the other measurements, and it just switches every 10 seconds. And the voltage sensor uses the same pin as one of my photoresistors. So I used two transistors and diodes to basically just digitally switch between the two sensors. So I can basically collect data from both of them while still using one pin. And for the challenges I had with the solar tracker, I basically struggled with just figuring out the servo movement as well as how to switch between the sensors because um, at first I used like a slide switch, which I basically mechanically switched between both of them, but I realized that I needed the data for both. So I switched to using a transistor so I could just digitally switch between them, and it's a lot more convenient than just doing it with my hands. And in the future, I want to implement a Bluetooth module, which I wasn't able to do now for this milestone, but I would implement the Bluetooth module so I could just connect the solar tracker to a mobile app and control it from there instead. Thank you.